The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
There's a lot of chatter behind me. What's going on, bud?
We're doing brouhaha.
I said burn!
Chatting away.
It's cold in here.
Oh, you guys know we're on air.
Be some content in the atmosphere. Here we go.
By all means, disrupt the radio.
Loud chatter behind me.
Yeah, what are you going to do, Alicia?
Sorry, we just realised we had the same story
Oh, you
as we came in.
Oh, you should have done it and we picked the best selling line, you know.
It's a good point. You could have just done it.
Oh well.
did. Well,
Right.
that's never happened before, eh?
That's why we're always supposed to check, but it's
Well,
fine.
it's Alicia versus Nick this morning. Alicia will go first. 5 seconds. Starts now.
Disney death drama dispute divides. Oh, that was a long 5 seconds.
How'd you feel it?
Is that the one you both had, or did you have to drop yours?
Oh,
I reckon you had to drop yours.
That was all D's. That was a, what do you call that?
alliteration.
Tongue twister.
Yeah.
All right, Nick.
So Nick's had 5 seconds to think of something.
Yeah.
This will be good.
You ready?
Yep. Irish hitchhiker responsible for the biggest band in the world.
Oh, I can't lie. That's
Biggest band.
Band,
Rock
good.
band.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's good, hey?
I'm taking that.
Yeah, I'm going
a
that
very
too.
good tease.
Did you just do that then?
Did you just change your story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Oh my
What,
god.
so you both had agreed on the Disney one?
Yeah, I literally showed...
On the Disney deep dive?
I just checked in with Alicia. I had the same story. It went, no, you had it first. I've got to change.
Wow. Well, I think unanimously Nick is the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be-
You should be on the
We'll
radio,
chat to you in the
Nick.
podcast.
You've got some good ideas and good topics.
If you guys know any content directors around here that we could pitch to, that'd be awesome. But in the meantime, in lieu of that, an Irish he's a hitchhiker believes that he may be responsible for the creation of the Foo Fighters.
Ah.
Now, this goes back to a story that Dave Grohl once told on stage, that post the death of Kurt Cobain, he was driving around Ireland and he didn't quite know what to do with his career. He was a bit lost. And he saw a man, just a hitchhiker on the side of the road, wearing a Nirvana t-shirt. He saw Kurt Cobain's eyes looking back at him. Now, at the same time, years and years later, this same Irish
Well, how could it be
hitchhiker...
at the same time?
Well,
Jeez,
sorry, years and years later,
Yes.
a story has popped up of this young bloke sitting around a table going, I saw a car come up to me, and there was Dave Grohl in the back. I was wearing my Nirvana t-shirt. He took one look at me and drove off. And I swear, to this day, and of course this just sounds like your classic sort of yarn, to this day, I swear it was Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl has then got on stage weeks and weeks ago and confirmed the story. That he saw this guy and went, you know what? I've got to do something with my music career. Later on, the Foo Fighters were formed.
So Cobain looking at him off the T-shirt was
Yep.
his sign to
That was his sign.
get off your ass and
Yeah.
get going again.
And one of the great sort of just hitchhiking yarns that no one would ever believe, as you tell around a campfire millions of times,
That's a cool
was actually
story.
confirmed.
Jeez,
That's a cool story.
that is really good.
But, yeah.
I've got another Foo Fighter to add to that
Please.
story.
Go on.
I've got time. So on the album cover of one of the album covers, Michael Klim's on it, right?
It's true.
With a Foo Fighter tattoo. I found
Yes.
out how that came about. Apparently, Michael Klim, the swimmer, had bought an album, a CD, and it came with a fake tattoo, or, like a stick-on tattoo.
Yeah, Deborah Tat.
And he put it on and he was training at a training camp and someone saw a photo of it. The photo got sent somewhere in the media and someone from the Foo Fighters saw it and contacted Michael Klim's manager, who was my manager, and said, can we use that photo for the cover?
Oh, so he
awesome.
didn't do a different photo shoot.
No, it
They
was-
just used the existing
They
photo.
used the existing photo and it's him. He's at a training camp, so it's unposed. He's at the side of the pool, like I think his hands are on his goggles, maybe he's no
Yeah.
shirt, obviously. And just on his muscly deltoid,
Yep.
it's got the Foo Fighters, the free tattoo he
emblem.
got.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they plucked it and
It's pretty cool.
Foo Fighters are really good, aren't they?
Solid stuff.
Yes.
I too have gone to Ireland to look at my career options over the years. And there's a spot in Dingle where I look out over Dingle Peninsula on the rocks and look. I'm just trying to work out. I mean, at one stage, did I look up in the clouds and see Ash's face?
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Our guest on the phone right now is a guy called Riley Batt. Now, there is a documentary you can watch, Beyond the Dream, Forged in Steel, on documentary for free right now on 9 Now. Riley, now, you will not remember this, Riley. Good morning to you, by the way.
Good morning. What am I not remembering?
Well, I became part of the media. I was a media liaison for the the Athens Paralympic team in 2004. And one of the first days, my job, they go, you got to go out and watch the wheelchair rugby. Now, there's a good story. There's this kid, this 15-year-old called Riley Batt, and he's playing. I think you were playing New Zealand. I think he got beaten that day against New Zealand. And I thought, oh, holy crap! There's a 15-year-old kid playing wheelchair rugby, and you were a bit of a story because you were one of the youngest players on what, from memory, was a pretty young team back then. And here you are now, 5 Paralympics later, 2 gold medals. I think you won a silver, and you're vying for more gold in Paris, mate. It blows my mind that I'm now talking to a guy in his mid-30s.
That's crazy, mate. Yeah, 15 years old. Going to my first Paralympic Games in Athens, and here I am tomorrow, just about to jump on the plane to my 6th Paralympic Games in Paris. The sport's definitely changed. Over those 2 decades, and I think we've changed probably a little bit too.
How has it changed? Has it got rougher? Is that possible?
Oh, it probably has. Well, look, you look at sports; they all get more elite, right? You find ways to get faster, stronger, and all those things. And wheelchair rugby, I think. Back then, for me, for instance, it probably got through more on natural talent, and over the last, let's say, just over a decade, you've had to train every day. You've had to be, you had to have professional staff members around you to, strength and conditioning coaches to make sure you're getting the most out of your training. It's all about recovery, it's about nutrition, it's all those things. A lot of technologies come into our wheelchairs to make them faster and stronger, and the whole sport's just a lot more professional, where if you don't train every day and take it as a full-on serious job, you won't be in the top 15 team in the world. So definitely changed, and it's changed for the better, in my opinion.
I bet you one thing that hasn't changed is that sound of, and you get it in rugby league, rugby union. It's something that's renowned with this sport, is that noise that is made when 2 people collide together. It's just, I don't know, there's a sweetness about that noise, but there's also something really scary about it as well. And you definitely get that in wheelchair rugby. I covered it at the Sydney Olympics. I remember, and the sound of those wheelchairs, then they come together in a contest for possession. It's so ferocious. I can't imagine how scary that would have actually been as a 15-year-old out there, because it gets willing out there on the rugby field for you guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, after 22 years now playing the sport, you're giving me a little bit of PTSD with it. So it's here I am, 35 years old now. And look, the body's falling apart. I'm happy to admit that. And you'll see that on the documentary if you check it out, Forged in Steel. The body's on its last legs, and it's struggling. It was training last night down in Brisbane, and I'm so sore this morning, and I've got to go to the gym now and then fly out tomorrow, and it's just like, how long can this body hold out? But, today, it's really good feeling like today's the last training session before you go to Paris, and you've done all the hard work, and you've gone through all the troughs, and now it's just time to go represent your country at a Paralympic Games. And if that doesn't get you up and about, and if that doesn't, push away all those pains and, those little aches and groans, well, I don't know what will.
What are your chances over there? How are you ranked?
Oh, well, we've got to try to do Australia proud, right? You look at our Olympians and how bloody well they did, and how proud we are to be Australian after watching them. Well, we've got to back up as well, and we've got to do the exact same thing. So, look, we're number 1 team in the world at the moment, but look, rank's just a number. It can all change when you get there, and we've got to, we've been in this position before where we've been number 1 in the world going to a Paralympic Games and haven't done the best. So, we're probably one of the favourites, but let's just get there. Let's just start playing games and ticking these wins off. And I'd hope we can definitely get on a podium, but of course the goal is to win a gold medal. And as cliche as it sounds, we've got to take one game at a time. And there is some cracking teams out there. There's probably 7 of the 8. 7 of the 8 teams out there could win a gold medal, and I can guarantee every game will be an absolute nail biter. So
I think
you now know why I have to shave my head because I'm losing too
It
much
looks
hair.
mean, Riley. Like you look
Exactly.
You look tough, mate. It looks good.
Well, you've had a fifth, a fourth, I think, a silver and 2 golds in your 5 Paralympics. Pretty amazing. Heading towards the 6th, which is incredible. But it's a good documentary to watch, mate, because as we said with the Olympics, get to know players before you watch them compete. Gives you extra interest, like Chris Bond, yourself. I know James McQuillan's featured in this, and also Shea Graham. So you get to know the players, and then when you watch the guys compete in Paris, you can really cheer them on with a bit of extra vigour, mate. So good luck. And that documentary, Beyond the Dream, Forged in Steel, it's available right now for free on 9 Now. And good luck in Paris, mate. Go get them.
Thanks, legends. We'll do our best.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I saw this article in the paper about this deli over in America. To teach his customers a lesson, he put up a sign saying, small coffee, $5. Small coffee, please, $3. Hello. 1 small coffee, please, $1.75.
It's cheap coffee.
Oh, the point is, if you use your manners, he'll give it to you cheaper. And I'm really, really big on manners as well, except when I get really stressed, I tend to leave out, I don't know if you've noticed, I tend to leave out a lot of words in my sentences. My kids have really been getting stuck into me about this lately. Like Alex can tell when I'm irritable because I won't say full sentences. I'll just start saying like...
As an example.
Well, the example I'm going to give is actually, this reminded me last Christmas Eve.
Alex, fridge door.
Yes, like that.
Yeah, okay.
For example. Yeah. But I was trying to think of another one, but I couldn't. So last Christmas Eve, we were at Indooroopilly Shopping Town. I remember it was like busy. We were doing our last lot of Christmas shopping, and I was really irritable because I hate crowds. I hate Christmas shopping.
Really?
I don't even really like Christmas that much.
Really? Oh, that'll break my mother's heart. It's December in the O'Neill mansion.
Hang on. But didn't you... yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And so my mind's gone so many different ways now. Okay, so basically we're about to leave and I really wanted to get a Cine bun. Like, do you remember those? Do you know Cine buns? Like, I remember when I first saw them, I was in America on a swimming trip.
What are they? I do know them. But
They're
like
basically
a scroll.
And they taste like cinnamon and they've got icing on top of it and they're
They're
beautiful.
still a big thing, aren't they? Like,
They're really big in Australia now, but I
Yeah.
remember when there were so many ideas I could have brought from America, I reckon.
yeah.
You sort of untwirl them and you can eat them.
Yeah.
And I really, really wanted to get one. There was a Cine bun shop, like a standalone shop in Indooroopilly Shopping
People
Town.
line up for them, don't they?
Yeah.
Am I making
yeah.
that up, or
yeah,
is that
no,
a
they're
thing?
pretty busy. And I really wanted,
Around Christmas specifically, or is
No, they're there all the time.
Okay.
They're all the time. But I really wanted one, and there was all these different types and orders, and I wasn't sure what to order and that sort of thing. And so the kids were explaining that I wanted just 2 Cine buns, like just ask for a Cine bun. But I remember it was Christmas Eve, and I walked up to the lady and just went, Cine bun, 2.
Cine bun, 2.
And I really remember because my kids still pay me out about it. And Alex, because they both work in retail with Public, and so they are really anti me when I'm rude to shopkeepers and things. Not on purpose, but occasionally.
Was the server French or something? Were you trying to break it down
No, I was just...
in a language sense? Or
No, I just left out my
being
words because I was irritable and I wasn't sure what to buy.
So under this deli owner's regime, you'd be paying extra for your Cine bun.
I would be, yes. I'd be paying extra. But Alex went up to the lady. She was probably about 16. She goes, no, what my mum is actually asking for, can she please have 2
Good, Alex.
Cine buns? Yeah.
So
I'm big on that in my
Server
house
16
as
or was
well.
Alex 16? Sorry.
Well, the server would have been about 16.
Oh,
Alex
right.
would have
So
been
you
about 20.
said to a kid, cinema.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's funny because I'm really into manners, but when I get irritable, I just leave off everything. Like I remember one other time, I was actually overseas at a hotel and I went to check into the hotel. And I remember walking up to when you walk up to the reception, but I just went, O'Neill.
O'Neill.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever do that? I don't know.
Slap down your credit card and your license.
And I remember him saying to me, actually, oh, hello. How are you?
That's excellent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's actually excellent.
Yeah, and you don't really do it on purpose, but I think it's a good reminder when I saw
That's
this.
a nice little burn, that one, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
hello, how are you?
well, thank you.
Yes.
How are you today?
I
Yes,
love
it
that.
is warm outside, isn't it? Yeah.
So I think this was a really good reminder to me that when you go to ask for something, that's a person there, and to make a full sentence and
Yeah, it's
say
not a vending
please
machine.
And thank you.
and thank you. Yeah. And to interact with them as a person, not as a machine.
Yeah.
So that's the
Or
lesson.
pay extra.
And you don't want to
Or
pay extra either, do
as
you?
a consequence.
No, you don't want to pay extra either.
It's good you're learning.
Thank you. It's taken a while.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
There he is. The kid Leroy, no longer a kid, turned 21 finally a few days ago.
Oh, he's legal in the States.
He is legal in the States.
For what?
For drinking.
For what, you pervert?
What? Alcohol?
Stop it. Buzz.
Yeah, I don't know where that went.
I heard the kid Leroy's legal. Wow.
A 21-year-old who can drink in the States.
Oh, thanks.
Susie, over to you.
Oh, I heard
Susie, to you.
Oh, jeez.
Susie for comment.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to comment. No comment. No comment. I heard this interesting thing the other day. They give out, the Time magazine has People of the Year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, occasionally they have Kids of the Year. We're actually just trying to work
That
out.
is a weird segue, isn't it?
Oh.
Let's keep going.
Come on. Why would you say that?
Can't we move on from that?
You clean it up,
Ash, can
and
you
then
tell
you
him to
dump the
be
trash again.
sensible, please?
I knocked the bin over.
Yeah.
I knocked the
We'd
bin
all
over.
moved on, hadn't we?
He delivered. He collected the,
Okay.
the dump. Oh, okay.
All right, now you're taking it elsewhere.
So Kid of the Year. So the one that got announced as the
Well,
How
the
do you,
kid
how
of
do
the
you,
year.
how do you know the kid of the year?
It'll be.
Kid of the Year.
Oh, go on.
Is it global, like a whole big thing?
Yeah.
Like, not like.
I mean,
not
young
little Jimmy who collected money for his.
No, they're like really. They've done amazing things. Like we've had young people as time.
Oh, Greta
people-
Thunberg.
Exactly.
Is that
Yes.
kid of the year?
Was
No.
the kid
She
of the year?
was. She was actually. She made it to the big category. She made it to Person of the Year. The year that she won it.
Yeah,
I
right.
think she was. I don't know how old she was. Was she 13 or 14?
I don't know.
But this one I found
Angry little thing,
interesting.
isn't she?
This one I found interesting, and Lutzi, I reckon especially you will love this idea.
Oh, cool.
What this kid has come up with.
Yeah.
So his name's Herman Beacle, and he's 15 years old. He grew up in Ethiopia, but he moved to the USA when he was 4. But he used to see a lot of labourers working outside and getting burnt.
Yeah.
And etc. And you know how it's such a pain to put sunscreen on? Like I've started wearing a lot of
Yeah.
sunscreen now that I've
I really
turned
don't like
50.
doing it.
I hate putting sunscreen
You
on.
have to do it, but
you have to.
Yeah.
And you got to, like, when I go swimming, it just like another half a bottle and I'm all greasy and it's disgusting.
Yeah, and then it stays on for hours afterwards, and you can't sleep at night.
Yeah.
It's awful. Yeah.
It's terrible. But you need to do it because you don't want to get
Yes.
burnt because you get skin
Beats dying.
cancer. And
Yeah.
we live in Australia.
And it's expensive too.
It is
Yeah.
expensive.
It's
Yeah.
super
It's
expensive.
actually really expensive.
Yeah.
So what this kid has,
Herman
Herman
Beacle.
Beacle has invented is a soap that actually, when you soap yourself, it puts little nanoparticles all over your body and it turns into sunscreen. So basically, there's something, nanoparticles,
natural
I reckon,
barrier.
is like what's in zinc, you know?
Well, it's just
Yes.
your soapy water.
Yeah,
The,
you
so-
just
the
it's a
soapy
soap.
water becomes.
Or the soap.
Sunscreen. The soap has got, so when you rub it all over yourself, the soap has got nanoparticles, which is like zinc, I think.
Yes.
A barrier, and it puts a barrier over you and it stops you getting burnt
How long does it last?
until you wash yourself again. But then I suppose you put more soap on yourself. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a work in progress.
That's all right.
Because he's only
It's the same as
15.
sunscreen.
I feel like
It washes off
sunscreen is
eventually.
ready for a revolution.
Exactly.
Like sunscreen, you think of how much everything has changed since.
I think they're working on natural ones as well, because I was reading yesterday actually about some sunscreens now. You're putting what you're putting onto your bodies.
Yeah, they're saying there's some
quite
chemicals.
harmful as well, but there's natural ones that they're working on.
Why couldn't there be an injection or a tablet that you
Tablet,
take?
yeah, that's a good
Well, that's
idea.
what I mean. I'm not kidding. I was just saying to Buzz 2 seconds ago. I literally stumbled across this yesterday, and
I think this is what reminded me of this story, to be honest.
Yeah, and the reason I found this, it's just a pill that or a
Yeah.
soft gummy that I'm taking. It's
a
called,
gummy?
It's called
Like a
it's
soft,
called
chewy-
astaxanthin. Astaxanthin.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, the reason I found it, because it was one of the reasons was because it just taking it gives you a natural barrier against UV
but is that
radiation
for
and
real?
sunburn.
I just feel like if that was legit, that it'd be more mainstream.
Well,
or is
I'm
it-
not recommending it at all.
No, not a doctor.
T's and
But
C's.
I'm saying Google it. No, do your own math on it and have a look at it, because it was a bunch of other stuff it does. So I ordered some
Yeah,
yesterday.
what else does it do out of interest? Oh,
Healthy eyes.
That's right.
Skin makes your skin
Nicer?
Nicer,
Well-
for want of a better word. A bunch
well-
of stuff. But just Google it. I'm not selling. I'm not
Well, it
trying to
fixed the
sell
problem
this
that
stuff.
you started searching for at the start. Phil?
For having stroppy.
Yes. Will it solve that problem?
I'm not going to start saying it does all
Sunscreen's
these
still
amazing
important to you.
things.
Yeah.
But it's astaxanthin is the thing. It's a soft gel.
Are they selling this soap yet, or is it?
no, it's still a work in progress. He won $25,000 though to help develop it. I think he works with 3M now, company. And he's 15 years old.
I was going to say, if that takes off, that 25,000 will be chump change.
Oh my
compared
God!
to
If
what
you
you'll
develop
get.
that every night you have a shower, you're pretty much giving yourself a natural barrier against sunburn.
Yeah.
That's a game change if
come on.
he can pull that off. So did he win Time Kid of the Year?
Yes, 2024.
Is he
I
on the
like
cover?
that.
He's on the cover. He's got a little beaker. We could find 2 other ones if you want to know what
Got a
other
what?
people have done.
Beaker.
A beaker, a glass beaker. Aren't they called a beaker?
Yeah, a little test
beaker.
tube thing. Or whatever.
A beaker.
Yeah.
Isn't his name Herman Beaker?
It's Sherman Beagle. Yeah, so Beagle had a beaker. Beagle had a beaker.
So confusing.
Yeah.
What else you got there in the paper? No, she's scrunching it up.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than Suze.
Brighton Homes are now offering up to $35,000 cash back on their homes. You don't need to be smarter than Suze to live brighter and save more with Brighton.
Let's introduce Kathy from Thornlands, who played last year and had a loss. Hey, Kathy.
Hi.
What did you learn? They say you learn more from your losses than you do from your victories. So what did you learn last year when you went down to Suze? How did that come about?
I can't really remember, but she was too fast on time, and I think I have to say I don't know instead of pass.
Yep.
Oh, Kathy as well.
I think that's good advice.
Kids on the way to school, but they're up for a gimp.
Great.
Henry
They sure
and Julie,
are.
yep, they're probably going to miss. We've got Ariarne Titmus on after 8:30 live in the studio, so make sure everyone sticks around their cars if you can for that one. That's
We're going to check the gold medals out.
Oh, yeah. I just want to have a look.
I believe Ariane's bringing them in.
Some I've seen have lost their coloration. Already.
What?
Yeah. Some of the bronze ones, yeah. I saw some things online, so I'll check with Ariarne.
Is there actual gold? I know there used to be back in the day. Is there actual gold?
amount.
In, they just give it a little bit.
Yeah.
And a little bit of silver and a little bit of bronze. We'll ask. We'll
A
find
little bit
out.
of this.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, Kathy, you ready to rock and roll here? We're playing for 500. BYD 803. Yippee-yo, you got the whole deal going on. 30 seconds on the clock.
I'm ready.
And your time starts now. What is the second letter of the Greek alphabet?
Beta.
Who do the Broncos play this Friday night?
Storm.
Who won the Gold Logie on the weekend?
Larry Emder.
What is the largest country in South America?
Don't know.
Spell familiar.
FAMILIAR.
Stop the clock. What did Kathy have left remaining there, Buzzman?
3 seconds, Kathy.
3 seconds. Look,
Yeah, what?
well, I think Suze will get the Broncos Friday night because we're going to that game. So I think she'll definitely know who that is. And
Yeah.
Handball Blitz Grand Final.
yeah,
Henry will be absolutely.
Henry's
bummed
going to
if I
be
don't get that.
Henry's going to be upset with you, Mum.
He's upset.
He's going to be upset. But
Shaking his
He's
head.
checking his fantasy right now.
tell Henry to use that passion that he's got and
Yeah.
put it into his gimp.
We
Do you
wanna
want
hear
to?
it.
Do you want to
Okay.
count him in?
Okay, you ready, kids? 3, 2, 1. Bring in the game!
Oh,
That
strong.
was good. It was almost because Juliet came in with that slightly higher level.
Yeah, it's sort of at
Well.
different stages, but it kind of worked.
It worked. That worked. That's a 9.2 out of 10.
It's a great score.
9.2. Woo.
It's pretty strong. The Olympic
Listen
gold,
to how excited
They
they
were
are.
hoping for more.
Listen to it.
the Olympic gold medal
Can't shut 'em up.
weighs 529 grams. More than 95.4%
Settle down,
of the
Henry.
medal is actually made of silver. 6 grams consists of pure gold, which serves as the plating for the medal.
Henry, you still with us?
Yep, he's here.
Yeah.
Easy, all right.
All right, well, here's Nat Bass.
Susie O'Neill. Hold the phone, Freddie. Susie O'Neill. That will be a miracle. You won't see anything like that again this year.
Okay, to make it $600. What's up?
Oh,
Oh,
nothing. I was
oh,
just...
you just so you look
Hey.
excited for
Oh, I
this.
was- yeah.
Yeah, you ready?
Okay, yep.
Yeah, good.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What is the second letter of the Greek alphabet?
Beta.
Who do the Broncos play this Friday night?
Titans.
Who won the Gold Logie on the weekend?
Larry Emder.
What is the largest country in South America?
Argentina.
Spell familiar.
FAMILIAR.
Stop the clock. Hold it. Double two.
Oh, we're going to the game.
He thought you'd know.
We're going to the Broncos.
Yeah, I said that, didn't I?
Yep.
I said Susan will definitely know that.
There you go, double two.
What is the second letter of the Greek alphabet? You both said beta. That is correct. It's 1-1. Who do the Broncos play this Friday night?
God.
It's like you just switch off when we start talking rugby league.
You know why? Because no, don't switch off. It's like the Broncos have just got to look after themselves. It doesn't matter who they're playing.
Yeah, I'm a bit sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, I see what you're doing there. Nice. So you're just worried about the Broncos,
yes.
And you're not looking at it.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Henry said it's the Eels.
Henry, you are right, my brother. It is. It's Parramatta.
Is it? Jeez, I never would have got that in a million years.
We'll be there as well.
Yeah, we're giving away an entire classroom's worth of tickets to that game as well. So go to the Nova Player app if you want to register.
Henry, I mean, you would be it and a bit if you won your entire class tickets to the Broncos on Friday night. So make sure that you register your details for that. Julia can do that as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to be exclusive there. Who won the Gold Logie on the weekend? You both said Larry Emder. That is correct. It's 2-2.
He got a tattoo to celebrate it. Did you see?
Yeah.
On his butt.
On his butt.
Yeah, with all those initials, like with everyone's
of
initials.
contestants.
I wonder when he gets really old if he'll sit there and go, who was AM? Who was whatever they are? Because it was everyone that he was nominated with, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That he got them tattooed on his eyes.
When he's really old, he's 67.
About to say, on 5 years.
Define old.
Yes. The largest country in South America is Brazil. You both missed out on that, so it's still 2-2. And spell familiar, FAMILIAR, 3-3 draw. You both got it.
What is it? What's the time?
3 seconds left for you, Kathy. Unfortunately, Susie did smoke you on time. She had 9 seconds remaining.
Well done,
She's too quick.
It's a good effort, Kathy.
There's lots of cool stuff in the cave, though. Lutzie's going to look after you.
All right, there's a great Nova night at the movies coming up. Kathy, 4 tickets to see Beetlejuice, September 4 at Event Cinemas Carindale. Michael Keaton's back in that role of with Beetlejuice as well. The juice is loose, as they're saying.
Who's saying that?
Everyone's saying it. I heard Mitch Lewis say it. Who else said it?
Mike Gambaro.
Mike Gambaro's definitely saying it. He got dressed up to go to the thing. And that's open in Event Cinemas from September 5. Oh my God, Event Cinemas in Sava. I went last week, Gold Class. Nothing better. So I got you 4 tickets for that. And I'll tell you what, I'll also throw in a $100 Hey Chica voucher. Brunswick Street Mall. You'll love it there. Have a margarita on a Friday afternoon. Kathy, it's got your name written all over it.
Thank you so much.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Anyway, Mitch is out spruiking the good word.
The Prince is on. The Prince is on. The Prince is on. Ooh, he's on the streets. Woo-hoo. The Prince is on.
Mitchell.
Wow, look at
Morning,
him
guys.
today.
How you doing there?
How are you going?
Yeah, I'm really spreading the. I'm good. It's look, it's not a bad temperature out here, but the rain is still ever so lightly falling, and I am outdoors. But that's what we're going to do to try and spread the word. Ash Lutzi and Susie O'Neill's $100,000 pay your bills. That's what we're doing out here, and because we're obviously so much money's going into this, we're having to go a little bit budget. Apparently, I threw myself into the mix. I'll just zoom in for you guys to see the sign up here. I'm man with a sign today. I'm Nova's own man with a sign. So currently holding one that just it simply says on a bit of cardboard, thanks to producer Alicia getting crafty this morning, Nova are paying your bills. Hang on, that might be not as descriptive. I got this one here.
What's
if you
that
guys
one?
can see that, Rina, read that out for me.
We spent our marketing budget so we could pay more of your bills. And that's exactly what we did.
The only problem with that sign is it doesn't mention Nova anywhere.
Oh, good point.
Oh, it's true.
He's wearing a shirt, though. He's branded.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Which is the only thing
Put
stopping
2 and
me
2
for I
together.
think people assuming that I'm out here protesting something with my cardboard signs.
Yeah, the
because there's
cardboard
nothing
signs
else.
are a little bit like that.
Yeah,
I'd
'cause-
avoid you a little bit.
I'm standing here just outside Central Station. So there are hundreds of people walking past me at the moment. Everyone's having a good look, but it's sort of that look that you give when you already know that you're committed to walking past. You don't ever want to commit yourself to stopping and actually asking questions.
Don't make eye contact.
I think they think that you're angry about something.
Yeah.
You're protesting something, and they want to know what it is. They just don't want to get involved with you.
That's it. And I would smile, but I am trying to sort of really, live that dude with a sign life. And he never smiles in any of his pictures, Lutzy. So I've got to look concerned while also doing something really, really nice. But I've got 2 signs, guys, and I don't know whether I should really do the third one because it feels like a bit of a personal attack from our producers. But I guess
do the third one, Mitch.
Okay, I've got to do the third one. Okay, here we go. Here, you can read that out for me.
Paying bills as big as my head.
Perfect. That's the one we need, Mitch.
That's where my head was at. To use the pun yesterday, saying using the big head analogy.
Yeah.
Did you write that one?
No, I didn't write that though.
Should you say something as well, or the dude with the sign never speaks?
No, he doesn't speak.
Never speaks. The sign says it all, which hopefully it does, because we've got some security up here at the moment that have come to ask Nick, who's zooming us back to you guys, to tell us that we have to go in certain areas. I mean, we're here paying bills. It's like we're not protesting here, so hang on. We've got...
Get Nick to go over and have a chat to the seckies.
With someone who's reading the sign.
Seconds.
There's one of it as big as my head. Now, how big's my head?
Pretty big.
Pretty big, right? So that's a big bill. Have you got any big bills?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you registered for Ash Lights in Season? You have registered.
Yes.
What have we registered for? What kind of
credit card bill?
Your credit card bill. How much are you talking?
$4,000.
$4,000 credit card bill. Okay. Well,
if you played your cards right, buddy, I would have paid it, but it's too big.
Maybe, well, keep registering. We'll, that's it, man.
Got greedy there.
Buzz is saying maybe some smaller ones. We'd love to call you. So he's done the right thing there, guys. He's registered. So the message is getting out there. And now the message is, I've got a big head. We're paying bills just as big as it. Down here outside Central. So many people now are aware of the size of my head and the size of the bills that we are playing. So thank you very much. Nick, are we all good with security there, buddy?
Yeah, we're all good now. Okay, he's gone.
Seckies are good. Seckies are good with us. Okay. Positivity we're spreading out here, Brisbane.
He thinks the sign gave away how big his head was. It's just
The Ash, Lutzy and Susie O'Neill podcast. DFO's got the brands you crave. You're in the know with DFO. Visit dfo.com.au now. Come on, it's Ash, Lutzy and Susie O'Neill's In the Know with DFO. Give me that
$1,000 every day, not bad.
How good is this? Cameron is at Yarrabilba. Cameron.
Hey, mate.
You're a code word away from picking up the $1,000.
Perfect.
And what is it?
DFO Brisbane.
Yes. Correct. I'm here to help.
Yeah. I didn't even hear it myself. You did well. $1,000. What's shopping going to go to first?
To be honest, I'm not sure, but to my wife, I'm sure she'll be able to snap that up somewhere.
She'll know.
Yeah, she'll know exactly.
What else? Academy. I like out there.
Academy
is good.
That is good. There's a Havaiana shop out there. Yeah, really cheap thongs.
Oh, no, there is too, before you go into the food court.
It's not there anymore, but there used to be a Culture Kings pop-up shop in there, right up my alley.
That would have been right
honestly,
there up your alley,
cheap Culture Kings. It was very good.
Yeah, I'm reluctant to say this but it's one of my must-dos. Is the Adidas shop in there. There's one rack in there where it's always 50% off, and it's not like it's just full of junk. There's some good stuff in there.
No, not
every now it's worth dropping in there every time. Every time you go, just check out that 50% rack. And there's other places as well, but that's just a must-stop for me.
And the
I say Voodoo,
and the rack
go and check out the Adidas 50% off rack.
And the rack up the back at like Converse and at Nike where you can get one-off pairs.
Yeah, last sizes.
I got some mad one-off pairs I've never seen
say
anywhere
what?
else.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
One-off pairs. Like I got a pair with just like a pair of Converse with like just American sporting franchise labels or like logos. All over.
Right.
Oh, like a...
I've never ever seen them ever again.
I'll give you a cheeky little tip heading into Origin time. The Puma store there usually gets rid of last year's stock a few weeks out from before they start stocking the new jersey, and you get a cheap Origin jersey in there.
Really?
Cameron, so maybe pocket a little bit of that money. Don't let your wife spend it all, and get ready for Origin next year.
Absolutely.
There we go. We love
today would be a good day to go.
Yeah.
We said that earlier.
That's how I got the code word out.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Make it natural.
Yeah.
Where
Organic.
was
I don't know
No,
where
you're
you
just
were.
engrossed in the show. DFO's got the brands you crave like we all do as well. You're in the know with DFO. Visit dfo.com.au now or listen tomorrow. All week we're doing this code word. We'll give it to you at 6 o'clock in the morning. And then when we say it later on in the show, $1,000 could be yours. Mitch on the street doing Takeaway Tuesday, and I'm excited to have Ariarne Titmus in the studio. She'll
that's
talk to us
exciting.
about all things Olympics after 8:30.
Mitch, sorry, just take away Tuesday. I see where he is today.
Yeah.
He's hectic.
Oh.
Tell me it's not a morning for the Guzzi breakfast.
Oh, yes,
It's
please.
You know that? You know
Bring it
those
back.
wraps they do?
Yeah, the bacon and scrambled egg
Oh,
wrap
the
with
chorizo
avocado,
Oh,
hash
come on,
brown.
they're so good,
Oh,
those
with
things.
with the donut as well.
Oh, the churros.
Churros.
Yes.
With
Yeah,
coffee.
you know the one that they got.
Yeah. And tell me it's not a good morning for that.
Great idea.
joking?
Someone already said that? Oh.
Yeah.
Are you doing that on
I thought
purpose?
that's what we were doing today.
We've sold our souls in this break, haven't we?
I knew you were setting it up. No one gets it. Get out of my toiletry bag as well. Let's use in my
I was
toiletry
sniffing
bag.
your, what do you call it? Your,
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm so excited. We've got Ariarne Titmus in the room.
Yeah.
I don't have forgotten how many medals you've won. You won like trillions of medals. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. So, okay, I want to say I loved watching you swim. It's the most I've been into swimming for ages. The fact that you backed up the 400 freestyle. Nuts. Amazing. And then all the other things on top of it. How are you feeling?
First sleep in the bed last night. I feel pretty happy to be home, to be honest. I'm so tired. I've just been on like the biggest whirlwind. Stayed in Melbourne for the footy on the weekend.
I love that.
Yeah, love it. And then came back yesterday to Brizzy.
So how long ago was it that you left Brisbane pre-Olympics?
I think it has to be nearly 10 weeks.
What?
Yeah, so we were away, I think, all up for the Olympic campaign, just over 8 weeks. And then I obviously stayed, maybe it's about 9 weeks. 9 weeks I was away.
That's a stint.
Yeah.
God. How was it staying with the team for so long before the Olympics? Like, was it 5 weeks with the team?
Yeah, it was pretty good, to be honest, because we just kind of stayed in our coaching groups and they made it pretty easy. Like, it didn't really feel like training camp as such. It just kind of felt like normal, and then they kept the meetings and that thing to a minimal. But then once we kind of got closer to competition, that's when it started to feel like very real.
When did the largest block of your training occur? Is it this year? Like, have you worked harder this year than you have, like, sort of this time last year, or how long has the really intense training block gone for?
I think it's the same every year. Like, you have the same structure, but I think the last 12 months there's just more importance on getting everything right, because if you're not prioritising your training in the year out from the Olympics, you don't want to leave anything to chance. So I think there was more sessions where if I wasn't hitting my times mentally, you start to question yourself and your confidence doesn't build. So it's more about trying to do everything right in the last 12 months. But in terms of the training schedule and the Ks and everything, it's pretty much the same every year, I guess. Yeah.
What's the main thing you say to yourself in your head during a hard set?
I don't know. I actually kind of love it. I'm so weird.
I know. I know you are. That's why I'm curious to know what goes on in that head of yours. You love training.
Yeah, I just see how much I can get out of myself, and I think I definitely some of those really tough sessions you're in a battle with yourself mentally for sure. But it's about that, like, pushing past that point. I think you can get past the pain point where it almost goes on to the other side where it kind of feels good again. It's hard to describe.
Really?
But yeah.
Wow, that's such an interesting insight.
And is
isn't
that because that feeling, whatever that is, and I think you don't have to be an Olympic champion to know, like, that you want to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I go for a run and I'm running fast, it's like I want to stop. Or if I'm swimming and it's like, in me, I want to stop. And,
But it's this level of satisfaction.
Quite often I do, yeah. But you, like, on a daily basis, are you pushing through that and finding some other level of enjoyment that exists beyond the pain and the willingness to stop?
You definitely can't do it every day.
Right.
But it's certain points and certain sessions where you want to really get something out of it, or the really tough ones. Like, sometimes we've got like sessions that are 5 kilometres of hard work and there might be 100 easy in there. And so it's those sessions that you're trying to really grind and get the best out of yourself.
It's like, I mean, with with your coach, like the way you must be so tough in that way, because he can extract things from you that other swimmers you probably wouldn't do, right? Like, he can say to you, "Come on, that time was the 4th fastest in the world this year. You're
better than that."
Oh, yeah, and he'll say that, and you respond to that, whereas other athletes could fall in a heap if you did that. So that's an interesting dynamic to know how he can push the buttons he can push with you, or more importantly, the ones he can't push.
Yeah, it's like a bit of reverse psychology. I think maybe he's mellowed with me a little bit as I've gotten older. I think when I was a baby, I'd just do everything he said, and he'd just like, stamp me down, and I'd just be like, okay. But now I think it's more of a collaborative approach, and I can provide him with some knowledge, and vice versa. But he's still pretty tough. Like, if I get a good job, I've done a great job. So, but
from him.
Yeah, from him. But
Okay.
it's funny, like now it's all done and dusted. Like Dean's such a personality beyond swimming coaching that when he's coaching me at the pool, he has that persona, that tough coach, and he's very hard on me. But as soon as the session's done, he is just totally himself with me, and we joke and we have fun and laugh. So it's a different dynamic.
Were you happy with his performance that he put on poolside? I'm being serious. Like in comparison to what we've seen him going like berserk in
I
Tokyo.
think he's mellowing as well.
Do you think that he held a little back, or do you think?
Well, he doesn't like that people talk about it because, I mean, Susie, you would know, like, that's just the way he is. Like, he even said to me, for my 800 final, he said to me, I think I'm going to watch it on TV and not out in the crowd.
Really?
I said, why? He said, because I don't want them to see me. He's like, because he can't help it. And I said, no, like, this is my last race at these Olympics. I was like, can you watch it live? So then he went and tried to find a little hidey place. But I guess that's just totally him. But you know what the funny thing was? I watched the replay back with the 400 and I saw where he was standing. And I was like, oh my gosh. And the people next to him were Summer McIntosh's parents.
Oh, were they? One of your competitors in the race?
And I was like, oh no, what were you saying? He goes, no, they weren't. And I was like,
You're right though. He doesn't want the attention, does he? That's how he is. I've been to some of your training sessions, and he's kind of like that on the pool deck. I want to talk to you about your 400 free that you defended the title over in Paris. When you walked out behind the block, you put your clothes in a basket or whatever.
Oh, yeah, what about that?
You put your clothes accidentally in Katie Ledecky.
Accidentally in inverted commas.
Your biggest competition, obviously, has won that event before.
yeah, she won it in Rio.
Yeah, before, and you put it in her basket. So what happened?
Well, I want to put it out. It was totally an accident. I was, when you're just waiting, you come out and you're in your zone and you're just, not really thinking about anything. And it sounds really bad, but like I just looked at like that lane 4 chair and thought that was the spare one, and just
I love it.
Because usually in lane 4,
that'll be for me.
And I didn't even see that like lane 5 was free next to me, and then I was put my stuff in the box, and she just comes over and goes, Arnie, that's my lane. And I was like, I felt so bad because like I didn't want to psych her out or anything. And also, if we had a swum in the wrong lanes, we both would have got DQ'd. So that just would have been a disaster. Yeah. So totally not on purpose. And then the funny thing was, we went to the medal ceremony room and we were joking heaps about it. She's like,
you do talk to her?
Yeah, we talk all the time.
Yeah, right,
yeah. And she was like, it's okay, I get it. She goes, we're both pretty used to lane 4.
Oh God! And you didn't look nervous at all before your races. Were you not nervous?
Nah, I was more nervous, honestly, like the 2-3 days prior. I was more nervous about, I went off Instagram and everything because everything was just starting to get quite a lot, and I was like, this is just not good for me. I just went off it earlier than I thought I would.
Like positive messages? Like of support?
Yeah, but too much positive can like have the opposite effect. Because think about every time someone says to you, can't wait to see you win, and then you actually start to realise, oh my God, what if I don't win? So I was just like, I don't want to see any of it, and I was feeling quite nervous then. But then once I got into racing and I went out for the heat, I was like, I'm fine. Like, this is going to be great. And then I was I just loved it. Like the walking out to the crowd, like looking up, you could just see people into the sky. Like you have to embrace it and lap it up.
Good atmosphere. Was it a great atmosphere?
Oh, it was unreal. I think, what was it, 17,000? And it was packed every session. I remember my first 400, the heat, they were cheering at like the 250 mark in the 400 heat. I was thinking, why are they cheering? Like, what's going on? But they were just loving it. So,
really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And you can actually hear that. You can draw on that as you
swim. In an enclosed stadium like that where it was packed, you could definitely hear it.
Do you reckon the Americans, the Americans are, I think this is great. I spoke to your old man about this. Like, I think like swimming's our number one Olympic sport, right? Like most popular for viewers and everything like that.
Most successful too.
And most successful, obviously. Like to give that the biggest possible, particularly for Brisbane 2032, the biggest possible crowd. Like as in we had our Olympic trials at Chandler.
Yeah.
Like the Americans had it at Indianapolis in an NFL stadium with I don't know how many. They were getting record crowds over 20,000 every night. LA's at SoFi Stadium, which is
38,000 for the
great.
same.
38,000?
Insane.
Even Indianapolis, I think Gretchen Walsh
I think
broke a world record. That noise that's
Yeah.
watching on YouTube is like more than I've heard at any sport, let alone any swimming before. Like, and I said to your dad, like when he came in from my Olympic podcast, I was like, man, Suncorp Stadium.
Suncorp.
I know.
Like it's
Suncorp.
if they can make it work for swimming, and your dad's like, it's got to be warm up pools and I get that.
But they can do that.
Yeah, cool. That's about the same. Suncorp's about the same size as La Defense, where we had the swimming in Paris. They basically just like cut the stadium in half and have the warm up out the back and the stadium out the front. So they could do that, or they can just build a great pool.
Or they could, or they could do that as well.
Well, it'll be a bit cold at Suncorp because the Brisbane Olympics will be around now. So, well, they might want an indoor pool to get good performance.
Okay. I'm just saying, I think that we should have the biggest crowd because then people in Brisbane can actually go watch it.
Yeah. It'll be the number one
kids
ticket
can watch it
as well. Now,
if you have it at a small arena, then it's only corporates and that will end up getting there. Anyway, that's what I think.
Now, what do you do now? Like, do you take a break for like an extended period? I guess, and is that a difficulty? You know, Suze knows better than anyone. I mean, like, how long can you stay out of the pool before you start?
Well, I think when you're younger, you think breaks are bad things, and then when you get older, you realise breaks are the best things. I've swum my best coming off a big break, so I've got 4 years. I'm going to take as long as I need. I mean, obviously physically I need a rest, but I think more than anything, mentally I just need to switch off. So I'll keep fit, definitely. I'm a very routine person, so I'll stay in the gym and keep
Pilates and stuff. Or what do you do?
Yeah, well, I want to get more into running. I'll probably still go for a float every now and then in the water, but I just want to do a bit of me time, stay away from that high pressure environment. And I've allowed myself 12 months if I need it, but just basically when I feel like the hunger's built back up and I want to go back, I'll go back.
And speaking of building up, and this is just purely from an aesthetic point of view, having followed your career as many of us has, from Tokyo to now, it looks aesthetically, at least, that you've put on so much strength and muscle. Like, was that something that you said, I need more strength, or how did that come about, where physically you've been able to build your body up so much?
It was actually off the back of my break from Tokyo. I came back and my swimming was so light and easy, but the strength work I was doing was really challenging, and I just put muscle on so quickly. I think I put on between 3 and 4 kilos of muscle in the first 6 months I was back in training, which is crazy. But I stripped a little bit off. I probably put on a bit too much, but I definitely think I found that perfect power to weight ratio. I just feel like in Paris, my body comp and my strength was just perfect. I had so much more strength than what I did in Tokyo, but I felt like I didn't look like the Hulk.
No, but you look strong, just physically strong.
Yeah, so I was proud of that actually.
Yeah. I think swimmers have got a lot more muscly than they used to be when I swam. For example, Katie Ledecky, who you compete against.
Yeah.
I mean, she does look like the Hulk. She does look in a good way.
Yeah,
she does look muscly.
Yeah,
really
a lot of the.
She's not green. We're not saying that.
She's very muscly for a distance swimmer.
Yeah, a lot of the distance swimmers now don't look like distance swimmers.
No.
Yeah,
I hope she didn't hear that. I mean, it was a compliment.
No, I get it, because it wasn't something like if you were swimming now, so it's like 20 years ago, there wasn't as much emphasis on the physical strength.
No, and not even our gym programs were like what you guys do now.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more science background.
And one other thing, just because you're so structured, so disciplined, like all swimmers are just like incredible athletes, incredible athletes. But what's been the one treat? Like to have led such a disciplined life and get to the top of the tree, not once but a couple of times, and one of our greatest Olympians now. Like, when you do something special like that, what's the treat that you give yourself?
Just a pack a day.
Well, what is it? The bakery, the Cinnabons?
No,
what
honestly,
is it?
I live a pretty well-balanced life, I think, but I hadn't had a drink since October, so it was very nice to just, when I got home, or even like after racing, we were, had a good time, but getting home and I was in Melbourne and I was open the menu and I'd say, okay, where's the drinks menu? And I'd have a glass of wine with dinner. That was very nice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What was your first drink you had after when you finished swimming? Was it a cocktail?
Susie drinks a bit.
I had a glass of champagne. I went out to lunch with my family the day after I finished racing, and I had a glass. That was my first drink, a glass of champagne.
That's so cool.
And you've brought in a magazine with yourself.
I have not. This was here.
What is this?
We can put it up on the wall next to a Pat Carrigan poster if you want.
Harvey Norman.
Yeah,
definitely.
It is a sponsor, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well done. It's so good to see you in person. You swam incredible.
Bravo.
Well done.
Another round of applause.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
There you go, Ariarne Titmus.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
All new Suzuki Swift Hybrid is here. Australia's best value hybrid.
How you feeling tonight, New York City?
Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
And a star.
Hey, what's up? This is Troye Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
Yeah, one of the great cities of the world, New York. God, it's a great place. We were there. We did the marathon there in 20.
Jeez,
I don't know what it was.
17? That's a complete guess.
I reckon it was earlier. I didn't go, but I reckon it was somewhere between
15.
I reckon say 2015.
Wow, that was a while ago then. How good was that though? Like running through Central Park, the 5 boroughs.
Oh, yeah, that would
of
have been
New
good.
York.
One of the most painful experiences of my life.
Yeah.
I've been rollerblading
Still a good
through
feeling, mate.
rollerblading through Central Park's good.
You've done the ice skating?
I've ice skated at Trump.
Yeah.
That was hot.
At the Trump ice skating rink.
Oh, really?
Which was called at one point.
It was summer when I went there. 1995, I was last in New York.
Wow.
It was a while ago, wasn't it? 1995.
95? You are
boiling.
due, sweetheart.
But you know what? It kind of wouldn't have changed. You know,
Yeah.
hundreds of years, hundreds of
Classic.
hundreds
Oh, it
of
was
years
pretty
old,
grimy
so-
in 95. There was
Was it?
crime and
Yeah.
stuff. It's a
Well,
much
it's
better
cleaned up a
city now.
lot. Yeah, it has cleaned up.
Oh, mate.
Well, they used
the mayor,
they used
Giuliani.
Yeah, they
That's
got
right.
rid of the homelessness.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He sold it. It was a good thing.
Jordan from Underwood, hello.
Hey, Suze.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah, good. Did you forget to ring Mitch's bell in the crossover just then, or was that Buzz's fault?
I thought Ash did bring it. That's Ash's job.
Hold your horses there, Jordan, for a second. Ash controls his own mic. He must have forgotten to turn it off. I was telling Lutzi that because Lutzi walked in with a toasted cheese sandwich, and I said, "You've made the wrong choice, buddy. We're ordering Guzman."
GYG.
Oh.
So you probably didn't turn your mic on, Ash, and so no one heard
understand.
your bell ringing.
Oh,
But
did
good
you-
observation, Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan, for paying
No, I hit
attention.
it. I hit it, mate.
But it was you hit it, but it was in silence.
Yeah.
We heard it in here.
Blame Buzz.
Yeah, just blame
It
me.
wasn't a very good one anyway.
Anyway, your line's bad there, Jordan, mate, so we're going to move on.
I like how he's, running a ruler over what we're doing.
I
in
like
here.
that. We get an
Yeah.
air check on air with Jordan.
Ryan, Narangba, what doing? What do you got going on? What's going
Morning,
on?
mate. How you going?
All right. You been to New York?
I have, mate, years ago, yeah, but Mitch hasn't, so that'd be unreal to take her.
Who hasn't been?
He's missing.
Do I detect an accent?
I went for my 21st a few years back, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
A 21st birthday.
Yeah.
You
It's a
sound
lot
loose,
closer from
Ryan.
London. It's a lot closer from London where I'm from, you know what I mean?
I can recognise something.
London.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, mate. You could be heading back over there. Camille, yes.
Good morning.
Hello.
Morning. I recognise your voice. You've been on this before, haven't you?
I have.
Yep.
Good awareness of
Yeah, thank you.
listeners.
I try
Thank
and stay
you.
present while I'm in here. Sometimes.
Try being operative.
Try. Oh, yeah. Anyway, well done. You're in the draw again.
Yeah, Sarah at the switch.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
What up?
Felicity, Meadowbrook.
Good morning. How are we?
Oh, I thought Buzz had a song for Felicity then. I was like, I don't...
Yeah, there was a
What-
TV
what-
show,
But you're just
Felicity.
moving on real quick, so I'm trying to do 1,000 things at once.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like,
no.
he's not an
I got
octopus,
two
mate.
hands,
He's
buddy.
only got 2 tentacles.
I was going to ask if they call you Flick. Felicity.
Yes.
Flick.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a good name.
Flick.
Ash knows me as Flick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you
I know Flick. Yeah, I do know Flick. She served me once. At the you served me at the servo once?
Okay.
I met you at the servo and
Yeah.
I've seen you a couple of times like at other events and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Susie
yeah.
and I have the same hairdresser.
Jeez, you know
We
everybody.
do.
You have the same hairdresser as Ash?
Oh, I do. Oh, I know you.
Yeah.
No, I have the same hairdresser
Oh,
as,
you do.
as Flick.
Yeah, I was buying fuel at the Shell, and she goes, "Where do you get your hair cut?" And I went, "Oh, here's my guy,
Stefan."
Yeah,
No, I do. You're friends with my hairdresser.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, we all know Flick.
nice. Well, can we move on now? Buzz, you
Oh,
ready?
God, you just get rid of Flick. You're giving her the flick, are you?
Hey?
Hey, giving her the flick.
Just want to make sure I'm not racing through. Yeah, Beck out of Ripley. What do you got?
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Well, you're in
Hi, I'm on the...
You're in the draw.
Thank you.
Plus, you get something else if you ring up today, don't you, Buzz?
Yeah, you go in the draw for the What If Uniquely Aussie Awards Best Hotel Bar. So all those callers, not only are they in the draw for Nova's cash car and a star, we'll be drawing it out at the end of this week.
How good's that?
Yeah, so that's very good thanks to What If.
You win something for at the bar?
Yeah.
You get to stay at the hotel bar.
Oh,
so you get to stay at the hotel where the bar is. But in your case, you probably stay at the hotel bar. No need for the room.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
The Prince is on. The Prince is on. The Prince is on. Ooh, he's on the streets. The Prince is on.
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's a good morning here. I mean, it's a good morning back to the station as well, because I'm in here. It's Takeaway Tuesday. Thanks to our mates at GYG. And and first of all, welcome on to Joe, who's welcomed me into your place of work. Thanks for registering for Tuesday.
No problem. I've tried so many times and I'm so excited I've won.
Well, you said you thought you'd actually won before you got the confirmation, but not only did you get excited yourself, but you told the rest of the office you had already won. Not to bring lunch.
What?
So if I hadn't have won, I'd be really broke.
Yeah, and it's not like you could get away with it either, because we are here on Abbotsford Road, Bowen Hills. I can see the GYG.
It's our local
to you guys. It's our local and over as well. Favourite. So it's not like you could even get away with saying, guys, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake. Like you've got no excuse not to just walk up there and shout the office, but you don't have to worry because our mates at GYG, $350.
$350,
$350.
What?
Yeah,
good. They're already ready for it because you said we could have spoken in the front office, but you've actually walked me into like a cafeteria area.
It is a cafeteria. Queensland Rail, we do have good facilities.
Yeah, so you're already ready for it's not like you're going to wait for lunch. Is this going to be a breakfast order? Or
I think so.
Yeah, maybe breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
Except for one person, because you said there's one person who eats it breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe wakes up for it.
Yeah. And she's not here.
Emily! Let's get a collective laugh for Emily not showing up for... Oh, what a day to pull a sickie. That's such a shame.
Sorry, Emily.
Yeah, and look, you've made it a good morning for us back at work, because in the song there, we've just decided we're actually going to put in an order for GYG as well. So I'm delivering it to you guys, and then we're going to pull up to Abbotsford Road and grab ourselves breakfast. So it's a good one. It's a good day all round, right? Yes! GYG!
We're just going to take $100 off your $350 voucher, though, to pay for us.
You can't. No, you can't.
$250 now, guys. No, just take 100. Is that cool? No, okay, good. Yeah, smiles on their face and they say, no, absolutely not. Well, you love GYG, we love GYG, and if you love Guzman and Gomez as well, GYG app is now delivery as well. $5 delivery fee and no service fee, and Gomex reward points with every order as well. T's and C's apply. Get around it just like we are. Except for you guys, $350. Thanks to good people at GYG. Enjoy your entire day.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, Nova. Love you.
You know, you do get the Gomex reward points. Every time I'm like, let's get GYG for breakfast, Lockie's the first person to pull his phone out. He's like, I'll order it on my phone, guys.
The credit points.
Gets all the points.
There's always an
I
angle.
actually do that too.
Do you?
Yeah,
of course you do.
Good work.
Yeah, good.
All right, thank you, Guzman. Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you so much.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than. I'm smarter than Suze.
Brighton Homes are now offering up to $35,000 cash back on their homes. You don't need to be smarter than Suze to live brighter and save more with Brighton.
Gemma is out of Bundamba this morning and making a debut performance on Smarter Than Suze. And Ariarne is sitting in.
No pressure, Gemma. You're sitting in.
Ariarne wants a grandstand seat. Yeah, so don't stuff it up in front of Arnie. Okay, Gemma?
Well, wouldn't that be embarrassing?
That would be embarrassing.
Hey, you know what? It says here, Gemma, that you're on your way to do Pilates. Is that
Yeah, I
something
am.
you're interested in, Arnie? Have you tried?
No, I mentioned that. She didn't mention
that?
Yeah, I've actually done Pilates twice in my life.
You'd be good at it, wouldn't you? With your core. Your core must be as strong as anything.
Yeah, I'm actually keen to get on it, onto the reformer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flexibility.
Yeah, reformer is good.
Particularly in between training, flexibility.
Flexibility and
I
strength.
imagine.
Yes.
I mean, who better than me to comment on it?
You've got to have that covered, like flexibility and strength. Like Pilates, you're the instructor. You just go straight out there as the instructor. All right, so no kids with you at the moment. They're already in daycare, so we won't worry about a live gimp. And
Yeah, we've been practicing the GIMP, but not today, I guess.
the 8 o'clock. Get on the 8 o'clock tomorrow. We can do that one. It's $600, and you're in the draw for the BYD 803. So good luck, Gemma. Hope it all works out. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. According to the saying, every cloud has a silver what?
Oh, don't know.
Kate Miller-Heidke is a judge on which TV?
The Voice.
Pluto is the Roman name for which Greek god?
Don't know.
Which animal is invisible when seen in infrared cameras?
Possum.
What is 72 divided by 6?
12.
I'm going to give it to you.
We're
Gemma.
accepting that?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you.
Right on the button.
I hope it's right.
You in by like 1/100th of a second.
Can I say just a Lockie point here with the questions? Like,
Well, hang on. It's his birthday. It's his birthday.
Okay, well, let's
Yeah.
explain the show.
shouldn't have said don't know.
I'm just saying Pluto is the name given to which Greek god? Well, it's Pluto. If you answered Pluto, that would be correct. You know what I'm saying?
I thought to myself, I'm like, it might be that, but he just said it, so maybe it's not.
Pluto is the Roman name for which Greek god?
Pluto.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But that's not the answer.
I know.
I know what you're
or
saying.
something, but yeah, not thunder. But
Well, Gemma, you've posted a score, so you won't be getting pantsed, which is great because Arnie's here. You didn't want to get
I
pantsed
would've got 0.
in front of Arnie.
I reckon.
what about the
you would've
lining one? You looked at me like you knew that.
No, I didn't know any.
Every cloud has a... Oh, Suze will get that. I think you're up against it, Gemma. But that's okay.
It's always harder when you're on the phone, like on this end.
Suze will be getting annoyed now because this is taking longer than usual.
Oh,
I can tell you right now.
Let's not annoy her.
She's in a soundproof booth, and she'll be thinking we're having fun without her. With Arnie.
I can see her. She's eating a burrito and scrolling on her phone. She couldn't care less.
She should have a phone in there.
That's a good point, actually.
You know what we should do one day, just as a bit of a gimmick, is we should send Suze out there, and then we should just not even do Smarter Than Suze, and just leave her in the booth for as long as we possibly can. See how long she'd stay there before she realised.
Well, hang on. The GIMP hasn't
Hey,
been
we haven't
played
played
yet.
the
Get
GIMP
out. We
yet.
haven't
What
played
are
the
you
GIMP,
doing?
mate. What are you doing? Get out.
I'm saying get off your phone.
All right, now let's make it a...
Bring in the game so we can play Smarter Than Suze and see how quick she can be today.
This is Indigo.
Yeah, someday I'll be smart enough so you can't beat me, and all you're ever gonna be is GIMP. So let's bring in the GIMP.
Thank you, Indigo, for that T-Swizzy version of a GIMP.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! That will be a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
Just talking about pressure. I mean, you got Arnie. I'm pretty sure Arnie's going to film you here for his extra pressure.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You can film me if you want.
By the way, how many
I'm gonna
Olympic
film
gold medals have we got on the show at this
Between
moment
the
in
five
time?
of us?
Around
I got
around the
none.
table. Just
None
around
for-
the table.
None for me.
Yeah.
0.
I'm at a 0. What your
Gold, I've got 4, but altogether 8.
8?
Yes, gold. I've got 2.
So 6
Altogether 8.
6 Olympic gold
Oh,
medals.
if we're talking all
But we had
together, I've got
16
0.
medals.
in div.
16 Olympic medals
Oh, my
We
God.
should-
on our show at
We
the
should
moment.
count how many individual, how many relays.
Yeah, count the indiv.
Okay, everyone
How many
count
indiv golds?
2.
Yeah, I've got 3.
5 individual
Wow.
gold.
Oh.
See that?
Have
For
you got
me,
3 individuals?
I'm not
You
an
got 2.
Olympic athlete, but for me, that puts you on a level way above relays and stuff like that. That's just me.
yeah.
That's just me talking.
Listen,
Well-
it's impressive any way you slice and dice it. 16 medals. 6 gold. Is it or what?
5.
5 gold.
No.
No.
Yeah, 6 gold.
6 gold.
6 gold.
5
Oh,
individual.
6. 5
Yeah.
individual.
Oh, well, come on.
Quick maths.
Okay.
Incredible. All right, Suze. All right.
I'm psyched up. You don't want to film me?
I'll film you. I'll film.
Just film her.
Just for the nervous energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pressure's a privilege.
You
Pressure's a
say,
privilege.
You say rolling?
Pressure's
And
the
then-
price of entry.
Okay, we're rolling.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. According to the saying, every cloud has a silver what?
Lining.
Kate Miller-Heidke is a judge
The
on...
voice.
Pluto is the Roman name for which Greek god?
Goofy.
Which animal is invisible when seen in infrared cameras?
Chameleon.
What is 72 divided by 6?
12.
Stop the clock.
Well,
She's quick. Niziani.
That was
Oh my
really good.
goodness.
Fast, swift.
8 seconds for Suze.
And 8 seconds left
Oh,
on the clock.
goodness.
Sue smokes you on time.
Arnie reckons she would have got 4 out of 5.
Absolutely.
In 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, she's quicker as well.
Probably,
We
actually.
tested her off air.
Yeah, oh, God.
Okay, according to the saying, every cloud has a silver what? Gemma said, I don't know, Sue's lining. Silver lining.
Did you know that, Arnie?
Makes sense.
Did not know that.
I think it's an age thing, Ash.
It must be. God.
That makes
I
sense.
mean,
What, the young people don't say a silver lining?
No,
Every
I've never
cloud
said
has a
it.
silver
I
lining?
don't.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that
Aren't
one
you?
either.
Nah, didn't
No,
know.
young people don't know.
I've heard of silver lining, but I didn't know there was a cloud involved.
Every cloud has a silver lining.
Hmm.
Wow.
No.
God, Suze, who would have thought that aged us?
Oh,
the
I
fact
know.
that we know that.
I know.
Interesting.
I
It's
agree.
1-0 Suze. Kate Miller-Heidke is a judge on The Voice. You both got that. 2-1 to Suze. Pluto is the Roman name for which Greek god? You both didn't know.
No.
Is it Hades?
Hades.
You got the answer there.
Hot as Mum used to say, hot as Hades.
Hot as Hades?
Oh, yeah. So did my
H-A-D-E-S. I don't know if I'm pronouncing
Hades.
that right. Hades, yep. Anyone? No?
Yeah.
Anybody get that?
No.
2-1 Suze. I didn't know this. Which animal is invisible when seen in infrared cameras? I thought your answer was quite creative.
Thank you.
Chameleon. Gemma, I forget what you said. You said
She said possum.
a possum. Yeah, that made me laugh. That's right. No, it's a polar bear.
A polar bear.
Wow.
Now, why would is that because
they're
it's
cold?
The infrared? It's fur that effective that it doesn't pick up on the camera? I don't
Lucky
know.
background
just keep
info
talking,
if you've got it.
buddy.
Yeah,
That is interesting.
I don't know.
I reckon either the white fur or the fact that
That doesn't matter, mate.
I don't reckon any of you
don't
know.
worry.
yeah. 2-1,
think it's
and then
aging us.
72 divided by 6 is 12, and you both got that. It's a 3-2 victory to Sue.
Oh, well done, Suze.
Thanks, Gemma. I was psyched up because we've got Arnie
I
in the
know I
studio.
could be smarter than Suze, but I gave it a go.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
talk
No, you did
yourself
good.
down
Yeah.
like that. Come on.
You did
You
great.
did well.
Yeah.
You did your best.
And Lutzie's
That's all
going to
we
look
can ask
after
for.
you in the cave.
Love it.
Get in there, David. You should show Arnie around the
didn't
place.
want to come in.
You don't want to go in the cave with Lutzie?
Be in the cave,
That
Arnie.
doesn't sound inviting.
Where's the cave?
She's looking at me funny.
He's just walked in.
What do you mean, where's the cave? Is that doorway
Oh,
there?
you see it?
Okay, I'll come. Do you want to come over?
Go over to the
Get in
cave.
the cave.
Just open the door. Is the door still open?
Do you need me to open it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, open it. Hang on.
There you go. Go right to the
Oh,
back.
there you are.
Go right to the back, Lutzie.
It's dark in there, isn't it?
Go with
Very dark.
Do you need some?
We need some light.
Try this flare.
Oh, that's better. Thank you.
Why don't you get on the scooter, Arnie, with Lutzie? Go right to the back.
Hang on, just jump on the back here.
Okay, I'm in.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Okay. Okay, well, we do have... we got 4 tickets. Just hand me those tickets there, Arnie. 4 tickets to Nova's night, the movie screening of Beetlejuice. Actually, looking forward to that. You going to go see that? Or?
I didn't even know it was out.
Yeah, well, yeah, we've been in Paris,
It's
I
not
guess.
yet.
So, yeah, but it's not out yet. It's out September 5 at Event Cinemas, so you can go see that. Anything else there you want to give our old friend Gemma? Anything there?
Any
Do I get to pick
tickets? Any?
something?
Yeah, pick something from the shelf there.
Righto. $100 Hey Chica voucher.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Chico.
Oh, sounds
Brunswick
good.
Street Mall, margaritas and tacos and all sorts of things there. So you'll enjoy that
Oh,
as well.
awesome.
Say thank you to Arnie.
Thank you, Arnie.
Thanks, Gemma.
Okay, let's make your way, guys. Make your way back through the.
Yeah, you got to swim through this bit. Sorry, I know you don't want to be back in the pool
Don't
yet.
put her in the water.
No,
Get on the
she's
jet
on my
ski.
back.
Get on the
She's my
jet
back.
ski.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
That's all we have time for.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ariarne.
Thanks, guys.
The Ash, Lutzie and Susie O'Neill podcast is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.